Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing the new version of a classic incredible magic effect by the duo Brandon David and Chris Turchi. This is Envylope 2.0. Let's start off with a quick performance, but a spoiler alert, this actually may have a step up on Vanish by Justin Miller for Trick of the Year. So let's get right into that performance. So, a quick performance. You take a deck of cards and first you show an envelope. It's empty, nothing in it. They can examine it. Then you set that to the side, just away from you. Or you can put it in your pocket, but I won't for this demonstration. So then you have them touch a card. It could be any card. So it's the 8 of clubs in this case. Then they can uncap a marker and sign it, just like that. And I'll look away, but you guys examine that. It's okay if I see it, by the way. Just examine it, and I'll be looking away as you're making sure it's normal. It's normal, right? So they check, there's no flaps, nothing wrong with that card. So I put it in the middle and say, what if I put it in the middle of the deck like that and made it jump all the way to the envelope over there? Then you say, watch this. Watch my hands. I'll take the deck. 1, 2, 3. And the deck actually is gone. All that's left is an envelope. And guess what's in that envelope? One card and one card only. The signed 8 of diamonds. And then you can show the deck went all the way over here to your pocket. And that is Envylope 2.0. I hope you enjoyed that performance. Let's get right into the review. So yeah, first off, I'd like to let any magic distributors or creators know if you'd like me to review one of your products, feel free to reach out, email me at bfnmail@gmail.com. Right, so what do you get? You get this magnet enclosed box. It comes in a shrink wrap, but you get this magnet enclosed box with a regular examinable Tyvek envelope. This should last a while, and also a Tyvek envelope, but a gimmicked one. So there's a regular one and a gimmicked one. You also get a tutorial link to a p3magic.com video, and the gimmick is high quality, but there are some discrepancies which I will get to in a moment. By the way, the gimmick is in red rider back playing card. That's the back design. So yeah, what is the quality of the gimmick? The gimmick is well made, and it should last a long time. However, some discrepancies include that the deck of cards at some times doesn't really look like a deck. This will likely fly by in performance. It was just a small issue for me. Another issue is when you're doing the spread, the tone of red for the cards here looks slightly different than the one here. Again, just a small discrepancy, but I just wanted to let you all know. Again, no one will notice. It's just a small issue. You don't need to worry about it. One last discrepancy is that the envelope, the gimmicked one, kind of has a crease on the back. Which is, again, not an issue. You can do the same crease on this normal envelope if you want it to really match, but I believe these envelopes, the gimmicks, will last a long time. There's no elastic thread in sight as well, so that's a plus. Because it's a little elastic thread gimmicks, do you agree? They're a little difficult to repair at times, but I do enjoy making elastic thread gimmicks. Now, how is the tutorial? The tutorial is 117 minutes long. I know, crazy. And it is taught by Nick Lacapo, Brandon David, Chris Turchi, and there are multiple routines taught in it. including ones using a Himber wallet. So the video is thorough, it's clear, and the video quality of Nick's camera is a lot clearer than the other two, Brandon David and Chris Turchi, but not too big of an issue because you can hear them really well, and their cameras are clear as well. Just not as clear because Nick Lacapo is shooting at the Penguin Magic Studios. But multiple live performances are shown in the tutorial. That is always a plus. I believe every magic trick should have live performances in the tutorial because it shows the creators have a lot of confidence in their product. But Brandon David and Chris Turchi did have a lot of confidence in their product because they were working on this for years, and they're finally bringing out, here, I'll grab it, Envylope 2.0. I'm so happy that this is here because I didn't know too much about Envylope 1, and I heard some disappointing reviews on it, but this is a big improvement. It's a big step up. So yeah, the tutorial goes in-depth on angles, routines, and a bunch of important subtleties. No stone is left unturned, as always with Penguin Magic. What are the angles like? The angles are similar to Vanish by Justin Miller. You can't really show it completely surrounded. However, if you do cover certain sides of the gimmick, you can show a lot more, and that's pretty good. The angles, if you do cover it, are about 270 degrees, and that is pretty good. So is this examinable? Right after you do this, that's not examinable. But at the start of the routine, again, remember, you're handing them this envelope. It's not the same one, but they think it's the same one that they examined earlier before the trick. So yeah, they don't know that they haven't examined the envelope. In their brain, they just think that it is examinable. Oh, it's like a psychological element. Speaking of psychology, I recently attended Bernardo Sedlasek's lecture. He has a similar lecture on Penguin Live, but just wanted to give him a shout out. Definitely go check out his Penguin Live. It's full of psychology and how you can get your spectators to think that they've done something even though they haven't, and it's like a master class. He's a Brazilian magician, and it's super good. Back to the review. But just think about the magnitude of the effect. This is so powerful. You literally make an entire deck of cards transform into one envelope that the spectator has already examined. They've already made sure it's normal. And that's crazy. It's so visual. Just like Vanish, which is also a contender for the trick of the year for at least me. But here, I'll show you one more time. You literally take a whole deck of cards. You not just show them, then you do that. You make the whole deck, and then the card they signed is inside that envelope. That is powerful. That is really, really powerful. It's also practical, which we'll get into in a moment. What is the difficulty and practicality of the effect? I think it's an intermediate to advanced effect. So the reason is because when you're doing the move and you're making when you're doing this move, that is slightly knacky, but after like an hour of practice, you should get this down. It's very practical because the regular envelope's only about 2 cards thick, and the gimmick envelope's only about 9 cards thick. So you're only carrying like another 11 extra cards in your pocket. So this could replace one of your packet tricks possibly, because it's definitely more powerful than a packet trick. Well, most packet tricks. I can't say that for all. B-Wave's a pretty good packet trick. John Bannon has some pretty cool packet tricks. Holy Bleep by Paul Gordon is super strong, but I recommend checking those out after this video. But this, like I say, it's super practical. You just put it in a pocket with your deck of cards and Sharpie. Is there any DIY? No, there's no DIY. However, a little bit of the gimmick is kind of tight when you first get it. So you may want to work your finger in there a little bit and make it a little loose. And Nick talks about this in the tutorial. Pocket space. As I just mentioned, you just take these two envelopes, put them in your pocket. Doesn't take up too much extra room. What is the reset like? The reset is instant. You don't need to do anything. However, since you do have a card signed, I typically just do my normal card routine, bring in an extra card from my spare cards. I have a bunch of cards I use to make gimmicks. I take some cards from there. I take one card, put it on, force that card, and have them sign that card. So I still have a deck of 52 cards. But the card doesn't necessarily have to be a force. It just can be. But again, it doesn't have to be. So the reset is just adding one extra card to the deck, I guess. Now, let's see whether the trailer and ad copy are honest. I just watched the trailer. The trailer is pretty honest. Now the ad copy, let's read it. Perform an unbelievable transposition that will make your audience question reality. A deck of cards and an envelope change places in one of the most visual effects you will ever perform. This effect looks like CGI. Your audience will think they're living inside a video game. This is Envylope 2.0 by Brandon David and Chris Turchi. Here's what happens. A small white envelope is examined by the audience. The envelope is then placed in the performer's back pocket. A deck of cards is brought out, one card is signed, and then lost in the deck. The deck then visually transformed into a small white envelope, and inside the envelope is their signed card. The deck is then discovered in the performer's back pocket, where the envelope used to be. The visuals on this are truly stunning. The deck is shown to be in the magician's hands nanoseconds before it transforms into the envelope. That part, no, it's not nanoseconds. I know it's just marketing, but just wanted to critique something there. It's funny, but let's continue. The signed card is actually found inside the envelope, and no funny moves are used when pulling the card out of the envelope. Envylope 2.0 is made from modern materials, making it easier to perform and more durable than ever. You're going to love not only how the incredible gimmick works, but the James Bond feeling the gimmick gives you while you're using it to fry your spectators. The Envylope 2.0 gimmick can be added to any red bicycle deck of cards, and it comes ready to rock right out of the box. Shatter your audience's reality with Envylope 2.0 by Brandon David and Chris Turchi. Yeah, that's obvious. That's obviously really honest. It's super, super honest. I don't believe there are any. There's nothing suspicious in the ad copy or trailer. The trailer even has a performance of this effect, so you know what you're getting. Now, let's talk about the price. This is $50 US. Is it worth it? Absolutely. For workers, yes, I am a worker and I do some restaurant work, busking, street magic, and more. I really enjoy this. As I said, I've only performed this a few times so far, but it has killed. The reactions, people run off and they come back, but it's really, really good because this can be done table to table. It's not the same card each time, and the improvements to this are really, really noticeable. And the original envelope was $40, I believe, but the improvements to everything, the gimmick, the tutorial, the packaging, and more, make this well worth the price. Now the pros and the cons. So, this is one of the rare instances for the pros that a creator, or creators in this case, actually re-release a product that's a lot better than the first version. I've had some friends that have complained about Envylope 1, and I bought 2 of these, one to give to my friend because I'm sure he'll like that. But a lot of creators release a second or even third version of their product just to hype it up, but this is really, really improved. Also, there's a high quality gimmick. The examinable envelope is provided. There's a great tutorial. Nicola Capo teaches it. Brandon David teaches it. Chris Turchi teaches it. No stone is left unturned. The tutorial is perfect. I would pay like half the price just for the tutorial alone, let alone the gimmicks. But yeah, the honest ad copy and trailer, and this gets great reactions, as I mentioned. Now the cons. There aren't many. Angles, I guess. But the angles aren't even that bad. It's like 270 degrees. What percent do I give this? Envylope 2.0. This is 100%. Another trick of the year contender for me. I really, really enjoy it. It's too good. It's too good. What can I say? That about sums up this review. I enjoy this, but if you like it too, you should pick it up. But don't pick it up because I enjoy it. Pick it up because you enjoy it. Pick it up because you enjoyed the information in this review. And if you did enjoy the information, or if it did help you at all, if it helped you decide whether you're not going to purchase it or if you are, don't forget to please subscribe and like the video. It helps me out a lot. And if you want to see some other reviews, such as that for Laced Up by Donovan Mount, Ghost Coin by Nathan Cranzo, and more, such as Vanished by Justin Miller, check out my channel. I hope you find something you'll enjoy there. If you don't, recommend it to one of your magician friends. They'll probably enjoy something there. Anyways, that wraps out this review. Thank you so much for visiting. Thank you for watching as well. See you in the next time. Good.